My personal opinion is this. I see power, and I would say the power that be playing on. Because if you straight back on the history, what transpired between Asiwaju and Adeleke Oyetola, sincerely, I can see the traces of trying to show up that I have power than you. You may be an Osun person, a former governor, but I have people, I have money, I have the power to turn things down. So I'm seeing this playing on the issue of Oyetola and Adeleke. Sincerely, for a very long time, the people of Osun have been yearning for a change of government, especially on the issue of APC, because the governor is not really on seat. It's like he's sitting working for other people. Now, I believe that on the issue now, the Supreme Court and whatever court have nullified Adeleke, I believe that something has happened, and this thing that has happened, it will cause a chaos in Osun State. Even if they restore Oyetola, it won't have a smooth running of government in Osun State. And the earlier the better these people realize, and the people of Osun State rised up against this, the better for them. That's my take. You see, on the issue of beavers, the INEC chairman is a man that is being directed by either the federal government or, as I used earlier, the powers that holds Nigeria and ransom. It can be directed to do whatever they want him to do. Though they call him an empire that should be working on its own without any distraction or any attempt to a kind of being dictated for. I see beavers to be something that can be tempted with during the general election and the forthcoming election. Beavers can be tempted with, because if INEC will claim that beavers is something that nobody can be tempted with or to change things, and we are now seeing this playing in Osun State, sincerely there is no trust and faith in the forthcoming election. Anything can be turned out. That's my belief.
According to the issues of that transpired in Osun State, it comes to show that indeed our country Nigeria is not justified in doing certain things. There is no justice in the country. There is no justice in Nigeria. And people are just taking their own point of view. Because if there were justice in the country, Adeleke is not the one who put himself as governor. It is the constitution of Nigeria that mandated that election must be held. And the INEC have their own procedure to follow. So if their procedure to follow did not guarantee the elected person, it is not the fault of the candidate. It is rather the fault of INEC, who should be sent to court, and not Adeleke, because he is a candidate. It is the INEC who should come up with his rules and regulations. And if the beaver is showing that there is overflow of people, then it's not Adeleke's fault. Overtime voting or anything, Adeleke cannot be held responsible. It is rather the INEC who must be sent to court and be held responsible. Therefore, the decisions that the courts are taking is not justified by law. The Constitution does not guarantee it. And we pray that the case must be reviewed. The case must be reviewed so that everything must be started again. And if possible, what the court must do is to cancel the total election and start everything afresh.
The way I'm seeing what is going on is at this moment, election, we're in the era of election. Anything can happen. I believe if Atiku have his mandate, Adeleke will be back. If Atiku have his mandate, Adeleke will be back. So that one is a minor issue. What I see in that area is that we should hold INEC responsible for that. Because this thing that they introduced to us, they tell us this and that, that this thing is the best for us to use, and we all have belief on what they brought. But the way this is going now, over voting here and there, simply means there's no assurance on our voting anymore. So we don't need to vote. We don't need to vote. Let everybody go home. Let Buhari keep on ruling. We don't need to vote. See, I'm not talking of who is coming, because I'm not the high that sits tomorrow. But my judgment should pass on today. Buhari have spent like 7 and something years. What Buhari just have is not up to 6 months. Muhammad Buhari can do whatsoever he likes to do. I know that it's going out. And this thing that we are facing at this moment, we should all bear it. This is the end time of Muhammad Buhari. So let us bear it. We have already bear 7 years and so 6 months or 1 week, 2 weeks, let him do anything. Everything he's doing now is not more than what he has done before. It's not more than what he has done before. We have over-suffered before. This one is just like the end time. I got it through POS based on 5,000 for 500. 10%. They are taking away 10% from our money. 5,000 to 500. 10,000 to 1,000. Meaning we are using our money to buy money. That's what we are undergoing about it. And what I say in that money, I believe that the money is circulates. I will not say that they have not circulated that money. It's just that bank is using it for business. Bank is the one doing business. Bank is the one doing business. So we should hold bank responsible for that.
My own personal position concerning Osun State. The latest information that is available says that the Supreme Court have nullified the election that brought Adeleke in as a governor. We will still wait until judiciary interprets, the law to decide who will be the governor of Osun State. Either they are going to conduct election fresh all over, either they are going to look at the loopholes, you understand, to choose whoever becomes the governor of Osun State. Because judiciary, they are the final arbiter. You understand? They decide whatever, it is right. Either A or B, whatever judiciary says is final. That is my own position. Before election takes place, you will go to your polling booths. They will confirm whether you are a registered voter in that particular polling booth. You understand? By the time that one takes place, definitely any polling booth that the number of votes casted is more than the number of registered voters, then there is going to be an issue. I believe INEC will do up and down to make sure that everything is in order. We still believe in them because they are the institution that is assigned to conduct election. Let us have hope in them. When you look at Nigerian democracy, my own personal position is we're supposed to have grown beyond this level. You understand? We're supposed to have grown beyond this level. But the position of things as at now is that all politicians are taking advantage of the commoners. That is the truth. Because we have a depressed economy, they are taking advantage of virtually all everybody. And we pray that in the long run, when the economy improves, people will be able to take a decision on their own without being influenced for one thing or the other. You understand? The economy has to be balanced. You understand? People have to get jobs. You understand? All people that are doing their businesses have to be doing it well. People must have a place to sleep. I mean, to eat one in the morning, in the afternoon, have to be guaranteed. You understand? By individual. At that point in time, when election comes, you know, any voter will be able to take a decision on his own or on our own to decide which party he or she want to vote for. Well, my personal position is this. Well, we have seen what happened in Osun, and I think all parties have delegated, you know, the party representatives at various polling booths to make sure there is no overvoting, and I believe that one will go a very long way. The major three aspirants, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban, Chief Obi of Labour Party, and Alhaji Atiku of PDP. I think virtually all of them will have their representatives at various polling booths, and they are going to monitor, you understand, election in that polling booth. Let us believe that everything will go on well.